Okay, intro to algebra. So notice you've got this hint here that says try multiplying both sides by 2 as your first step. You might think subtract 3, but the problem with subtract 3 is that you would really have to subtract 3 over 2 because this 3 is being divided by 2. So the easier thing to do is actually to just multiply by 2 over 1 first and deal with that dividing by 2. So that's what I'm going to do. So now remember, 2 divided by 2 is 1, so those 2's cancel out. And now I'm just left with x plus 3 equals negative 10. So if I subtract 3 from both sides, then I've got x equals negative 13. And I can plug that back into my original equation to check. If I put a negative 13 here plus 3, I would get negative 10. Negative 10 divided by 2 is negative 5. So that works. All right, for this one, make sure that you realize this negative sign goes with the 3y. So I'm going to rewrite this as 15 plus negative 3y equals 6. And then I realize that this 15 is being added. It's a positive 15. So I want to make sure to subtract 15 from both sides. Plug that back in. 15 minus 3 times 3, so 15 minus 9 equals 6, and that works. All right, for this one, there's actually two possible ways. So I'm going to show two methods. The first method is to distribute. So then you've got negative 2x plus 2. Remember, negative times negative makes positive, equals 10. We'll subtract 2 from both sides, and then divide by negative 2 and get x equals negative 4. So that's the first way. The second way is to start off by getting rid of that multiply by negative 2 and divide both sides by negative 2 first. So now I've got x minus 1 equals negative 5, and if I add 1 to both sides, I get x equals negative 4, just like with the other method. Now this has x's on both sides, and regular numbers, constants on both sides. So first I'm going to gather all the x's over to one side, and I think that I will try and gather them over here, but actually over here would be fine as well. It doesn't really matter. So I'm going to subtract 3x from both sides. Now I have a regular two-step equation. And of course, you can plug this number back in and make sure that it really works. All right, now this is combining the distributing with another like term here. So here I can't divide by 2 straight off, or I could, but then I'd end up with 3 halves x. I don't really want that, so I'm going to distribute first instead. Now I'm going to combine like terms, and I can isolate the x, and of course plug it back in and check and make sure that it works.